Welcome to week 13, our grand finale of the 90-day challenge to reclaim the authentic you. In this final video of the series, we are going to cover off the final 6 microtasks that will enable you to see the progress that you have made and the new version of you that you have become. So this week is all about integrating and the new beginnings that you are setting as the foundation of your life going forward. On day 1, it's about understanding what the foundation of your future is going to be. As we unfolded these past 12 weeks, there are new habits that you will have introduced. There will be acts of kindness towards yourself that have generated proof that you are actually showing up as your authentic self. You're living life on your terms. So reflect on what are those new habits that you've introduced that you want to continue and take them into your future. They've become part of your DNA. Is it the consistency of showing up for yourself? Is it that quiet self-trust that when you say you're going to do something, your actions reflect that you are honoring your word to yourself, that you are respecting yourself? Is it the compassion that you're showing towards yourself, that kinder inner dialogue that now is part of your day-to-day activities and how you show up? On day 2, it's about intentions that are going to push you forward. And this is where, if you've got some clear intentions of how you want your life to be, how you want to be going forward, then it guides you. It's almost your North Star that you're actually evolving towards. And this is where you want an alignment between your mind, your heart, and your body. Because unless there is this whole alignment, then you're going to be in a bit of conflict, there's going to be resistance, and then you're not showing up as your authentic self because you've got this internal battle that's taking place. So what is the intention that you've got going forward? On day 3, it's about the sharing of this journey and the shared strength that you have noticed over the past 12 weeks. Which of the micro tasks you've actually done and have generated the evidence and proof to show you that you can respect yourself, that you are becoming more resilient, stronger. Things that when you first heard of the microtasks, you thought, I'm not quite sure that's for me. Is it the love letters that you were to write to yourself, the journaling, the taking quiet time, prioritizing your needs to fill your cup? So over the past 12 and now 13 weeks, what has inspired you to keep going, to keep showing up, keep watching these videos? Is it the fact that you can actually see the progress in your own life, that doing this self-coaching is giving you a different perspective to view things and not interpret things from the old stories, the old narratives that we've had and the conditioning that we had, but now you're actually able to peel the layers and really reconnect with who you truly are at your core, at your essence. On day 4, this is my favorite. It's about embracing self-trust. For me, this whole challenge is about building the respect and the trust in ourselves. Because if we can trust ourselves to show up, to support ourselves, to do uncomfortable and it's sometimes difficult things, because moving your perspective, your behaviors, your thought, your patterns from what was conditioned, what felt safe, but at the same time, it wasn't serving you. You weren't living from a place of joy, contentment, compassion and kindness, because you prioritized everyone else around you and not yourself. So that self-trust, what are those traits, those habits, those behaviors that demonstrate to yourself that you've got your own back? Now, you can take a moment and take a nice deep breath in. And if you want, you can place your hand on your heart as you actually do this exercise. And you can say out loud and affirm it that I trust myself to support my evolvement and me turning up with intention in every interaction in my life. What for you aligns? What are the words that you want to repeat to yourself to give yourself that pat on the back, to support and encourage you to keep showing up, keep building that self-trust in yourself? On day 5, it's the power of presence. Now, in order for us to become aware of what we're thinking, what we're feeling, and how we're behaving and acting, we need to become mindful. We need to become aware. And the only way that you can do it is by becoming present, grounding yourself in your body, and becoming fully aware of what you're thinking, what you're feeling, what you're saying and doing. And how does that then make you feel as a result? Is it empowering you, or is it keeping you stuck? Is it making you feel annoyed or disappointment or frustrated with yourself? Are you blaming life circumstances and what other people are doing, and how then you're responding to that? Or are you coming from a place of kindness, compassion, non-judgment and criticism, non-comparison? Evaluate and see where does that sort of like reside for you. And this is where I've mentioned rest in the past, but you making the intention that you're going to take 5 minutes each day, which is not a lot of time. You can do it while you're boiling the kettle, or you're preparing something for food, or when you're walking between meetings, or you're picking up kids, or whatever you may be doing in your day-to-day life. You can find 5 minutes to become present, to become aware. And in doing so, you can actually become grateful for the progress and for the person that you've evolved and you're becoming. On day 6, it's about crossing the threshold. And this is the 90-day journey has come to an end. However, this is the start of the next chapter. You get to choose what traits, what habits, what behaviors you want to continue, you want to nurture, you want to explore, grow, and expand. In order for you to gain more intention, to gain more awareness, to gain more fulfillment, the achieving in life, achieving goals and ticking checklists will give you some external validation and a pat on the back, but the true growth, the true journey of evolvement is for you to feel joy, contentment, inner peace and harmony. And then by feeling all of those, you're actually gaining insight on what you need to keep yourself motivated, to keep yourself taking action and expanding the edges of your comfort zone. So reflect on the past 13 weeks. What are the proof and evidence, the stories, the reminders of the growth that you're seeing in yourself and of the person that you have become? Because you're not the same person you were on day 1, even if you've only done 1 or 2 of the micro tasks that we've covered in the previous 13 weeks. So what is the one promise you're going to make to yourself that you're going to continue moving forward? Because life is a journey and you don't stop learning and growing and evolving Life will present you with circumstances and people to either trigger you or present you with obstacles in order for you to see the way around it, the way over it, or to notice the growth. They become the mirror of the growth and the change that you've experienced in the past 90 days. As I've mentioned before, this whole journey of reconnecting to your true authentic self starts with a choice, with a decision for you to prioritize your needs, whether those are your mental, your emotional, your physical, or your soul's purpose and meaning. It's about you meeting all those needs because this is your job. This is your birthright and your responsibility in this lifetime. By you fulfilling all your needs, then you get to show up as your full, energized, enthusiastic, kind, compassionate, loving self for everyone else, but first of all for yourself. For those of you that have watched the previous 12 weeks, I want to congratulate you and cheer you on. Hopefully you have gained the insight of what you need to do in order to keep on self-coaching yourself, to keep this journey, and you've got enough proof and evidence to motivate yourself to do so. For those of you that have just stumbled across this video and decided to stick in for 12 minutes in, thank you very much. If you've liked this content and you want to watch the previous videos, I will link the series at the end of this one so you can go and watch that content. As part of the series, I've also created a free PDF resource that encompasses these daily microtask activities and some more motivational questions and activities for you to really delve deep and do the inner work. And if you send me an email, the details are in the description below. I would be happy to share that information with you. For those of you that are ready to embark on more transformation and you would love some support to cheer you on, encourage you and empower you to take the necessary action, if you want to work with me on a one-to-one basis, my details are in the description below as well. So, in order for us to bring this to a close, I just want you to remind you that you have got the power within yourself. You've got all the answers. You just need to quiet things down, slow things down, become present, become aware, and listen to the whispers. Because sometimes that inner voice that's guiding you is actually whispering. It's not talking loudly. And you need to become intentional and aware of it in order for you to take the necessary action. And change can happen instantly the moment you make a decision, but in other situations it takes time. It's a cumulative progress. So over the 13 weeks you will have seen changes that you've made. And maybe for those of you that haven't noticed changes, maybe if you're being honest, you didn't really delve deep enough. You just watched the content. You didn't take part in the microtasks. So rather than coming from a place of judgment, criticism, come from a place of kindness, of compassion, and promise yourself to do the work, to go back and revisit these videos and do the microtask activities. Because if you don't, you're just going to stay where you currently are, and everyone around you is going to keep moving forward, and you're going to feel stuck, and then the comparison and the negativity will start creeping in. So you've got the power within you to choose to take action. And yes, sometimes the action will feel uncomfortable because it's unfamiliar, but this series has given you the questions, the micro tasks to enable you to appeal and lean into those uncomfortable emotions and figure out what do you need in order for you to move forward and really reconnect with who you truly are. Okay, I'm going to bring this to a close. Thank you very much for watching. If you've liked and you've not subscribed already, please do so. It's free and it also helps this channel and spreading the message. If there's someone in your life that would benefit from this self-coaching, then please share this video or the series with them so then they can also benefit from this journey. And I'd love to see you in the next kind of bit of content that I'll be creating. So until then, go out and seize the day. And remember, there's always choices in life, so choose wisely. Bye.